Out in Baltimore. She's pretty good. Huh? I know. I mean, there probably is. I just went to the first one that she looked really good at doing it. Yeah, she's good. Oh yeah, they tight for sure. I got a headache already.
All right, we can go ahead and get started. Questions for
First things first, how did you hurt your thumb? Was that here or was that elsewhere?
No, that was here. I've been here the last month working out with everybody. We've been working out every day in the weight room, and then we play 5-on-5 together. So that was here I think it was last Monday. I think it was the first game in open gym. And then, I mean, I played the rest of the day. I thought I just jammed my finger. And then the next day, it was like swelling in it. It was a little purple. So they wanted to get some imaging. And then, unfortunately, it was a torn ligament that I had surgery on. And I'm going through the rehab process now.
What kind of burden does that put on you when, like, obviously you've had the injury history the last 2 years, but then this is just like a total fluke unrelated to anything else. Does that affect you in a different way?
Nah, I'm past that. I mean, I've been through real life situations, so like none of this affects me. I mean, I really couldn't control that. I went for the ball and I jammed my thumb, and then, I mean, it just went into a torn ligament. I mean, everything happens for a reason. So, when they told me the news, I laughed. Like, I was in there laughing because I'm like, damn, it's always something. But at the end of the day, I mean, this won't break me. I've been through way worse.
Isaiah, which team would you looking forward to play against the most? Would it still be Boston? Can you talk about it?
The Seattle Sonics. Nah, I'm not. I mean, I'm just looking forward to playing. I mean, I really haven't played in 2 years, like meaningful games. So I'm looking forward to finally being healthy, putting my hip injury, behind me. And I'm feeling really great other than, injuring my thumb last week. But I'm looking forward to a really great season. I'm looking forward to being able to, take advantage of the opportunity that they're giving me here and, helping in any way possible I can with the Wizards organization.
IT over here. How you doing?
Good.
Coming onto this team, there's 10 new guys, most of them first-year, second-year players. With you being out, how have you kind of embraced the leadership role, kind of helping Coach Brooks kind of lead the way with these younger guys?
I mean, leadership role is just something I've always done, so it's not nothing that I'm trying to do that's new. I'm just who I am. I'm a lead by example. I'm a lead vocally, and like I said, they're giving me a great opportunity here, and I'm just here to help in any way possible. I know we got a lot of new guys, a lot of young guys, so I'm gonna show them the way any way that I can. And these guys ask a lot of questions, so that's always a sign of guys wanting to be great and guys wanting to be really good in this league. And I'm here for that. So I'm only 30 years old, so I'm not old at all. But I've been through a lot in this league, and I can show them a lot. So I'm here to help any way I can.
IT, in the time that you were on the court with the guys and you've still been in the facility, what have you learned about your teammates even before day one?
I mean, guys are very, very hard workers. I mean, everybody, this is the first time I've been on a team really that everybody's been here since the first. So we've been here a month already, getting familiar with each other. We was in LA in August together, getting together for a couple of days, working out. I mean, it's a great group of guys. You really see how great the group is when you hit adversity, though. In the middle of the year when things don't go as planned, and you see who's really in it for the long haul and the big picture. And I think these guys are in it for that. We got a great coaching staff, a great front office, and I'm one of the leaders on this team, so I'm here to lead in any way possible.
I think you tweeted it that you're the lightest you've been since you were in college.
Yeah.
Does that help you? Or how has it helped you?
It helps it helps my hip. for sure. I just wanted to try to be as light as possible. I wanted to, you know, get in the best shape I possibly could going into this season, just because, like I said earlier, I haven't played in a couple years, like meaningful games. I haven't played back-to-backs. I've been on a minutes restriction the last couple years coming back from injury. So I just wanted to put myself in the best position possible to be able to take advantage of the opportunity given here with the Washington Wizards. And I think I've done a great job of that, other than, you know, last week hurting my thumb. So.
Hi, Isaiah.
How you doing?
I'm good. So I saw that you were at the Mystics game recently. You said you've been here for about a month.
Yeah.
I mean, how's your time been in D.C. so far, getting to know the culture, the fans, you know, the environment where you're living? How's it been so far? Everything's been great. I mean, it's been, other than the humidity here, but everything's been in a really easy transition for me and my family. I'm liking it a lot. My family likes it. My kids like the school they in. So that's really most important. The basketball comes after that. But, I mean, everybody's been really, you know, welcome me with open arms. I mean, everybody always say something about how they hated me at first, and then, you know, they like me now. So it's all love. I always tell them the things that happened in the past, it was never personal. I was just trying to handle some business. So, I mean, like I said, it's been welcome with open arms. The organization's been first class. The people around the city's been first class, and it's been genuine love, and I appreciate that.
Isaiah, you have coined the phrase the hashtag, the slow grind on Instagram. With all that's going on, can you kind of speak on more to that? Do you feel like this is all a part of that slow grind, being that, you know, you continuously get over adversity with, you know, all that you do? Can you talk about that?
I think, the slow grind, I think, is just a lifestyle. I mean, it's like a marathon, like one of my close friends, Nipsey Hussle, would say. The marathon continues. I think in life is a slow grind no matter what. Like, anything that you work for is not going to come like this. So I know that throughout my career it's been like this, and the last couple of years have been really tough for me, but at the end of the day, I always say, you know, it can't storm forever. Like, the sun got to come out at some point. And in my life, I always just been a guy that just continue to grind and continue to work for what I've always envisioned in the long run, and that's being one of the best basketball players that ever played a game. So, you know, throughout life, there's gonna be bumps in the road, but, you know, when you hit adversity, that's what shows your true character. And at the end of the day, it just makes the story that much better. So, you know, I'm all smiles. I'm blessed. Like, I've been through it the last couple of years, but at the end of the day, like, I die for this, and I really mean that. So, I mean, I do whatever it takes to be able to play the game of basketball. That's what makes me the most happy, and I'm just happy to be here, to have a great opportunity here with the Wizards and somebody that really wanted me to come here and be who I've always been.
Recently, some details of the Mamba Camp have come out, and you were one of the participants.
Yeah.
Just what happened behind those doors in those 2 days?
A lot. I mean, Kobe Bryant's arguably the best basketball player to ever play. So for him to be there 6 hours of the day, both days, and really be hands-on, answer questions, talk about different things, what he sees in different guys' games, it's like, I've had a relationship with Kobe for a while, so I've always had that one-on-one with him. But to see him in that setting and such great players be in that setting and be able to compete and be able to learn from Kobe Bryant, it's like, that was one of the best 2 days of my life. Basketball-wise, we watched film with him. We did mind things with him. Like, we did a lot. I don't want to say all the things because he might get mad. He was trying to keep that really, like, where nobody knows what went down, but it was a great 2 days where you learned a lot from the best player to play the game. Yeah, I'm not going to get in detail. He does weird things, but I guess, I mean, if he does it, it works, so. But it was great. It was great, 2 days.
You've been here at least a month.
Yeah.
Brad's been here. John's been here. How many times have you brought up that 2017 playoff series?
They bring it up. I try not to bring up the past. Like, I don't really like talking about the past, but everybody here brings it up. So I try not to bring it up, but they always talk about the 53 points and how I was killing them. But, you know, me and John been friends since high school. Me and Brad are building a relationship now. So, you know, when we battle on 5-on-5, it comes out every now and then. Like, they know what it really is. So, but, you know, it's all fun and games. So I love those guys. They bring the best out of me. In that series, they brought the best out of me. And, you know, it was great players competing and trying to win a series. So it comes up from them, not from me.
Hey, so Isaiah, you rocking the cornrows now. You back in the D.C. area. Allen Iverson was your favorite player, right? I think growing up.
Yeah.
So have you been able to connect with him since you've been here?
Not since I've been here, but it's somebody I always talk to. I mean, at least a couple times a month. But I haven't been able to connect with him since I've been here. I've been busy, you know, making this transition. But I guess I am trying to bring my, you know, Allen Iverson to you know, the DMV and try to, you know, just bring excitement. Not saying back, because it's always been exciting here with Brad and John and those guys, but, you know, a different type of excitement from a little guy, you know.
Hi, Isaiah. I'd like to ask you two questions. One is, how do you see, as a rookie, Rui could play at the first year of the season? And second is, as a off-court, like, what do you think about him in general?
I think he's going to be a really great basketball player. He's a guy that's already talented, but he also listens and wants to learn. I don't know it all, but I know a lot. And he's a guy that always seems to ask questions, no matter if it's a player or a coach. And, you know, that's half the battle for young players. He's showing signs of wanting to be great. And, I mean, he has the tools to be great. So I think he's going to be a really special player in this league. And off the court, he's just really intelligent. I mean, he's really smart. You could just tell the way he carries himself. So, I mean, he's going to have a great career for sure.
Do you bring any lessons from your time in SAC to here, being on a team that's trying to build something that's on the kind of on the ground floor, trying to move up, as opposed to where you were a couple years ago with Boston and with Denver last year?
Yeah. Don't get comfortable with losing, I guess. Not saying we're going to come in here and lose, but as a young player and a young team, you could get comfortable with getting in that mindset and just coming to work and doing what you got to do and get out of here. So I think with this group, being around these guys for the last month, they have a different mindset. Like, they want to learn, they want to be really good. They're good guys first and foremost, and I think that's most important. And I always say, I mean, if you have a good group of guys that are willing to continue to work each and every day, continue to get better, and love being around each other, I think that's half the battle. I mean, you're going to take your lumps, you're going to take your bumps and bruises throughout the long NBA season, but it's just how you hit adversity and how you learn from it. You know, like I said, that builds character, and I feel like, I mean, at times, no matter how good the team is, you're going to hit adversity, and you have leaders like myself, Brad, John, that those guys will turn to when they don't know where to go, and we're here to help in any way possible. And I think, you know, being in the Eastern Conference, I mean, everything is up in the air. Anything is possible. I think playoffs should be a goal for us, and we go out there and leave it all out there on the floor each and every night and, you know, see what happens.
Isaiah, you talked about not playing meaningful minutes for the past 2 years. How do you mentally prepare yourself to get back into the game? And also, once you get through your injury, now that you have this opportunity, what does personal success look like for you this season?
I mean, I know at the end of the day, it's going to take me time. Like, you know, everybody wants it. Everybody wants me to get it back like this, but you got to understand, like, it took me so long to get to the MVP level. Like, I got hurt, and it took me, I mean, I've been battling this injury for the last couple of years due to, like, not having surgery the first go around, then deciding to have surgery, and then figuring out the rest of my body. Like, usually I can go on any court and just, you know, lace my shoes up and play. Like, I go to any park now, it's like, I got to do what's right for my body. And I know that I'm really healthy right now other than injuring my thumb. I feel like myself again for the first time in a couple years. But at the end of the day, I know it's going to take time. Like, I'm not going to get it back like this. There's time where it's going to be rushed. I haven't played, like I said, meaningful minutes in real life situations against the best players in the world in really 2 years. Like, last year I had 28 DNPs. Like, so I haven't played in a while. Like, the year before that,
I played on the Cavs and played 12 games and then ended up having surgery when I was on the Lakers. So if you look at the big picture, I haven't played real basketball in a while, so this summer was really big for me and really important for me to get better, because the summers before I wasn't able to get better in 2 years. So this was the first summer in 2 years that I was able to sit back, really get better on and off the court, really figure out my body and what was best for my body. And, you know, I got a great opportunity with the Wizards, and my goal is to show people I can still play at a high level, and I know I can. I just need the opportunity, and these guys have said they will give me a real opportunity, and that's all I ask for. And, you know, individual goals, I just want to play at a high level and be healthy, and I know I can do that. And, yeah, I think the world knows what I can do when I'm healthy. I mean, obviously, I want to be an all-star again and be all-NBA and do those things, but there's steps I got to take before I could be able to reach those goals, and I'm willing to take every step possible. And, you know, that's by, you know, it's a slow grind, so I got to be able to stay on my marathon and keep running this race. No problem. Thank you, guys.